Survivor 49 has been an undeniably eventful season, but one castaway's divisive edit jeopardizes the return of a fan favorite theme. Throughout the history of Survivor, there have been over a dozen themed seasons, like controversially dividing contestants based on race in Survivor Cook Islands, and separating the castaways into brain, brawn, and beauty tribes in Survivor Cagayan and Survivor Calrong. By far, the most popular theme, however, was Survivor Heroes vs. Villains, Season 20. As evidenced by the season, some of the best Survivor players of all time fall into the villain category, thanks to their stealth, strategy, and stone-cold demeanor. While edits aren't as blatant as they used to be, villains still exist in the new era of Survivor. Savannah's villain edit has made her the most divisive castaway of Survivor 49. Since the first episode of the season, it was clear Survivor 49's Savannah Louie would be a major character. Right off the bat, she forged her way to a position of power on the physically dominant Uli tribe. Throughout Survivor 49's two tribe swaps, Savannah found herself at the top, deciding each vote with allies Rizo Valovich and Sophie Balerdi. Unlike most frontrunners of Survivor's new era, Savannah isn't playing humbly or painting herself as a hero in the game. Rather, Savannah is unapologetic about her role as a snake in the grass, keen to look a player in the eye before voting them out. The same moves that once made Parvati Shallow a legend, however, now taint Savannah's reputation. Aside from a small group of fans who vocally support her, Savannah is being ostracized as the mean girl of Survivor 49, a bold and largely unfounded claim based solely on what the show's edit has included. Furthermore, the backlash to Savannah's villain edit is indicative of a much larger issue that plagues Survivor: gendered double standards. The backlash to Savannah's gameplay makes Survivor Heroes vs. Villains 2 impossible. Since the show began, there has been a clear disparity in the public response to the male and female villains of Survivor. Players like Parvati have been able to leverage and even lean into it, i.e. the Black Widow Brigade, but other villains have been treated as pariahs, especially if the show's edit emphasizes their supposed wickedness. The iconic theme of Survivor Heroes vs. Villains had obvious potential, but it only serves to reaffirm the rudimentary dichotomy that the hero tribe is good while the villain tribe is bad. By demonizing half of the returning players, Survivor all but guarantees hate, especially if three villains, like Parvati, Russell Hunts, and Sandra Diaz-Twine, wind up in the finale. Unfortunately, players like Savannah, who show a modicum of grit, are denigrated as new-era villains. Given that the contestants are vying for a $1 million prize, all should be fair in love and war. Thanks to Survivor's new superimposed code of honor, however, getting a heroic or villainous edit could be life-changing, for better or worse.